Okay, welcome back to the channel. This is this year's May the 4th cast, and I found this in some of my son's old toys, and this was a few years ago, and when we both found it, we both thought the same thing. Hey, that would probably make a fantastic cast. Okay, now the inside is hollow. Well, not hollow, but this is all empty, so I filled that with sand. And we're going to give this a cast a try for May 4th. A couple of things I'm concerned about, and that will be the breakout of this portion here, which is okay. You know, I can just file all that down, grind it all down. Yeah, I won't be filing it. Grind that all down, because there's no way. Well, some of it might come up. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. This is going to be pretty standard. It's smaller. It's smaller than my imperial ingots, so there should be no problem being able to cast it in this smaller flask. And missing some equipment here. That's what I was looking for. All right, you know the procedure. I'm just gonna go run through this. Maybe I'll pause and chit chat. I'm gonna treat this like a pseudo live stream. I'm gonna use my normal baby powder rather than the cornstarch. I don't want a Beskar look to this. I like it to look as metally as I can. Metallic. That's yeah. Good job, Mr. English teacher. And the cornstarch burns, leaves designs in the metal, as long-time viewers of this channel might remember. Okay, I think that the sides and the sides and the ends, I think are drafted enough. We'll see. The tricky part is going to be getting this thing out of the sand. I may have to kind of dig it out in some fashion or another. Spring break, if I didn't say that already, garage door is open. The reason why I'm in the garage and not in the shed is we've been getting lots of rain. It rained pretty good yesterday. I was hoping to do some casting yesterday. It was the first day, spring break. We're on a 4-day schedule, so that was a Friday. And, but I had other things I had to attend to, so I was not able to do any casting. I mean, it kind of looks kind of goofy, and I would have moved all the equipment into the garage. I don't know if I mentioned this, but wifey and I had the hookups to our washer and dryer reversed, so now the washer and dryer are in the garage instead of in a very difficult to access, gosh, what do I want to say? Closet, I guess. It was a laundry closet. I didn't think about that in terms of filming. That's all right. Anyway, with it being spring break, I want to get a number of casts. It'd be nice if I can get a cast done a day. It may be a little ambitious. Tomorrow's a Sunday, so that means church, and then we also have some practice for Bloomsday. That happens in Spokane. It's a run that happens in Spokane, and I won't be running. I'll be playing. I should be at mile marker 2. So any of you who make the trip to Spokane to participate in Bloomsday, it'll be in early May. Look for me on mile marker 2. I'll be playing a black guitar. Anyway, so church, lunch, and then practice. By the time all that's done, it'll be fairly late in the afternoon. Maybe I'll get out here, not sure. Probably hear some kids playing in the neighborhood with the garage door open. I'm going to apologize ahead of time if anybody hears any language they weren't wanting to hear. Doesn't happen often, but it does happen every once in a while. Sand's a slightly drier than what I'm accustomed to, but considering a couple of weeks ago it was very wet, I'm not unhappy. Normally I don't go that direction first. I usually go east to west, then north to south. Sand appears to be behaving okay. Might not be a bad thing that my sand's a little drier. Right, so far so good. So far so good. All right, I'm already going to predict some amount of flashing around Mr. Solo here. All right, I gotta take the headphones off. Turn the hat around, take the glasses off. Something the people of this channel have seen me do a bunch of times. Okay. Got my tools spread out all over the place. All right, so let's see what I can do here. Okay, that's definitely going to break out. Ooh. I feel give. Careful. Careful. Try a different finger with a different fingernail. No. Try this way. Okay, it's definitely sticking on that. There we go. Almost. Ah, shoot. Okay, hold on. Okay, I knew there's going to be a breakout. Question will be whether or not the main part of the mold is intact. And it looks like it. Looks like it. So this one might require a lot of cleanup. Trying to get sand out of his feet there. Oh, there we go. Ooh, okay. Get my glasses back on. I gotta show this. And just don't drop it. That looks pretty good. I'm not unhappy with that. There'll be some breakaway and some cleanup, but I'm gonna be okay with that for sure. All right. Sitting down and out of the way so there's no danger messing that up. All right. Don't think I'll be mass producing those parts. Not unless I maybe fill that cavity with epoxy or something so that I can get a couple of screws in there after the epoxy hardens. Okay, so Looks like he's already through. Let me just double check. Looks like he made it through. Sorry, faithful viewer, for that noise. Probably could turn it off, but I'm not ready for those clothes to come out. And I'm not taking those clean clothes out with sand on my hands. All right, I'm already thinking that because I've got everything moved in here so that I can optimize casting opportunities, I'm probably not going to do the cleanup on this until later. It probably won't happen during spring break. Okay, so put my pour basin right there. Although you'll only see this as a full-length video, there'll be some pause for sure. Between this cast, if it's successful, and the finished product. Goodness sakes. Garmin's giving me all sorts of notifications. Family chat. My son and daughter-in-law got themselves a new vehicle. And so that's what the family's talking about. That should do it. That should do it. Didn't bother to see if I had that centered. I want to apologize for any poor cinematography you may have just had to endure. All right, where are we? Raider stickers. There we are. Oh, that's right. I had that so that it would be viewable. And then should be right like this. I love that I put those teeth on all sides. It makes setting this thing down straight so much nicer. So much nicer. All right, I'll get my lead and help nail this thing down. And so the next thing you should see is the pour. All right, that looked textbook. That looked textbook. And prior to this, I melted 300 cans, and I got two ingots. Speak English here. 2 ingots left over. I figured a guy started off with 3 ingots. I figured that it would be enough. So one of the things I'm hoping to do here over spring break is to melt cans as I need to pour, because I've got cans coming out of my ears and I need to get these things processed. But different story, different time. Okay, we'll be back for the unmolding. All right, let's take this mold apart. See what we got. Is that in frame? Yep, awfully small though. Oh, yeah. I like that. I like that a bunch. That's gonna work. All right, I'll get this cleaned up. Again, that cleanup won't happen here. I mean, I'll include it in this part of the video, but it won't be immediately after I break this thing apart. Okay, right now looking at this, I should have done this in a larger flask, and I should have put my gate on one of the ends. I can still clean that up and make it look halfway decent, but yeah, bummer. See what I can do. Yeah, see what kind of sculpting I can do here to clean this up. For the most part, I'm not too unhappy. Not too bad. All right. Is it going to be in frame? Pretty close. All right. I don't think that's going to be too bad. I might come back, get that there a little bit. But, I mean, displayed that way, it's not going to look too bad at all. So, this piece is going to probably be in the way it needs to be displayed. So, I'll come back. I'll finish off cleaning this side. I'll film that real quick. And wow. Then I'll hit it with some polishing, guys. And then I think I'll call this one good. I'm feeling a little bit better about this. Think I can get away with a single pass with this. So let's find out if that cleans that up. All right. I'm going to call that good right there. Bump into the camera. And I'll add this to my classroom display for May, in commemoration of May 5th. I would have preferred sides to come out a little bit better, but looking at it from here, you get the sense. I might go back and take care of that guy. He looks like he might be a little sticking out a little too far. We'll see. The only imperfection that I did not notice beforehand, looks like Hans got something in his hand, like he's holding a disc or a ball or something like that. But that's going to work. Everyone looking at this is going to know what this is supposed to be. All right, I think I'm going to wrap this project up for this year's May 4th casting. Thanks a whole bunch for watching. If you found this video entertaining, informative, or any such things like that in any way, shape, or form, please like and subscribe. Blessings.